Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, in the company of the rather dapper Captain Murray. So we're on our way back to London, and we've had a nice long journey. We still got those damn Z-bats screeching away there in the background, but we've called in here at Hunter's Keep. Excuse me. Better take a sip of my tea before I continue. Oh, that's better. Okay, so we called in here at Hunter's Keep, and we are going to luncheon with Lucy. So we lunched with Lucy last time as well, so we've heard her tale pretty recently, so there's no need to remind you of that. We have lost 10 terror and 10 hunger, which is what we wanted to do, and we gained 1 supply. And we've also gained 1 memory of distant shore, which is nice. Okay, and obviously those do come with the disadvantage of gaining the attention of various gods of the sea, which can end up with challenges, but sometimes with rewards as well. And luckily the bats are gone, so that means it's time. Oh, actually, yeah, we've already got a port report from the air. Stop for a second. Okay, let's check our journal, please. Journal. I'm gonna bash into there for a second. I'm gonna just pull back in because I don't want to miss out on a port report. Just for the sake of the little bit of fuel to check. Okay, so now we do have a port report, so I'm happy that I did that. Even though the port report doesn't pay that much, I believe it still gives us a fuel. So for the fuel and the pay that we get for it, it's certainly worth turning around and wasting a smidgen of fuel of our own. We did take, I think, 1 hunt damage as well from bashing into the harbour, but that couldn't be, well, it could be avoided, but I didn't avoid it, so that's just how it is. Oh, we suffered. No, I think that was from the well, I hope that was from, that 5 damage was from the Z-bats and not from hitting the wall. Maybe it was. But we're definitely gonna have to go into dry dock again, because right now I want to make sure that we are in tip-top shape. But I'm considering now, we're getting a bit of money, and we've been in this starter boat for a long time, and it might actually be time for us to consider upgrading. And for me, that would be quite delightful. I've liked our little tugboat here, but you know, it's more suited to kind of guiding real ships around near the ports rather than being a ship itself, I think. But before we disparage it too much, let's see if we can actually get a new boat or not, because we may be stuck with our little tug for now. So the revenue men have come. Hopefully the marble or the sphinx stone is not a contraband item. Okay, so it's not. So goodbye to you guys. Okay, let's collect our messages. Okay, so nothing particularly there. He's still with his little gift. You can continue. So let's go to the Admiral first. Let's submit our port reports. Okay, so we've got Hunter's Keep. Then we've got Port Cecil. Okay, so Port Cecil, pretty nice. 30 echoes, Okay. Abbey Rock, 20 echoes for the visit to the sisters. The Salt Lines, then we get 20 as well. Quaker's Haven, we've got 5 echoes for those. 5 echoes for those. It's probably 20 echoes for there. That's pretty nice. Okay, and then let's ask if there's anything in particular. So nothing at the moment. Okay. Next, then we want to go to our. Oh, we want to deliver Sphinx Stone. Okay, so that's put us up at 924 echoes. Okay, and then we want to go to the Rose Market. So nobody is buying what we're selling at the moment. Okay, how about this guy? So he wants outlandish artifacts, and okay, so it's going to be a long time before we get anything to do with him, I think. But here we got plenty of stuff. So let's sell these. Okay, so our extraordinary implication is gone as well. So now we got well over 1,000 echoes, which is brilliant. Okay, we don't want to hire more crew. We don't want to get a new recruit either. So what we want to do is go to the shipyard. So right now, our boat is 75 hull and hull capacity 40. Weight is 1,000, quarters is 10. So we want okay, so the boat itself, the one that we have, costs 1,000 echoes. Okay, how about this guy? So it's going to cost us a total of 3,000 echoes. So the hull would be 50, so less than we have. Hull capacity would be less, weight less. So I don't know why. I don't know why we would want that, so we don't want it. Okay, how about the Forsyth class corvette? It costs 4,000. So hull would be 200, which is a big jump up. Hull capacity would be the same. Okay, the weight would be higher, quarters would be higher, and we get an iron bonus as well. Okay, then we have the Caligo class merchant cruiser. That sounds like something that might have a better hold capacity. So hull is 300, hold capacity 120, quarters 30, Veils bonus -5, hearts bonus 5. Okay, so we would need to save up to 7,000 echoes for that. Okay, so I think in terms of a bigger ship, it's not going to happen for a long time, because anyone that we can afford is either the same or worse than what we have. Okay, so let's go instead to the shops. So what can we do in terms of, so elderly steeple engine, this costs 50 echoes. So we could start by, so we've already got one of those because it wouldn't let us sell it if we didn't. Okay, so how about this thing? This will cost 500 echoes. So what is it? Okay, So the Ilrian is an outdated model, but it'll get you where you need to go. Okay, engine power 1,800. Okay. Cargo security. Ensure that no one gets in without the key. Okay, so that's interesting. How about this one then? The Boadicea, more power, less subtlety. The best lead beater and stain rod can supply, although as usual they've skimped on materials. Okay, so we can get more engine power with that. So that would certainly be interesting. Okay, so we could go. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for this one, because a little bit of engine power would be pretty nice. And it's not going to use all of our echoes, which is obviously very important for us. So let's buy that. Okay, then we're going to go back to our supplies. So we want to get some fuel. We want to get some supplies. Okay. A few more supplies and then top up the rest. One more supply and one more fuel. Okay, happy enough with that. Now let's go back to London. Okay, let's put our ship into dry dock. Okay. Okay, then let's. While we're here in London, I want to dine with both of these. Tell her about her father, so we need. We have one. Okay, so we can't dine with her. Captain, my sleep is riddled with dreams. Captain, dreams of hell and candles. Okay, let's have a look at that. A destination. He paces the deck. I see a lonely house, lit by tallow and wick. A bell is ringing. It rings now. Do you hear it? He scratches at his sigil, which has begun to bleed. Do you know this place, Captain? Can I plot a course? A place of candle and bells. The Chapel of Lights. A northern church where no sin is too terrible. So that's up to the north. Okay. So that's another potential place for us to go, which is nice. Okay. Now let's go to our lodgings. Let's read the morning papers. Then let's rest in our rooms. Okay. How are we doing here? So we've got 34 terror, which is not as good as we were before. Let's rest again. And then we're going to actually rest one more time. Okay, and then, so what can we do in terms of her? We can increase her heart. We can proposition her. But I think Mary is attached to her lover, so, and they've got the child to worry about, so it's too complicated to be propositioning anyone at the moment. But let's go to officers and let's have a chat with you. What does he want? But now you mention it. The Z is enough, but now that you mention it, I have always had a desire to see Frostfound, the place where the Z rises. to become a castle. The place where questions and riddles do battle for truth. He sighs dreamily, but he is watching you carefully. Yes, Frostfound. Frostfound can be found in the very north of the sea. Okay, so we've got two people who want to go north. So we've got the Northern Church for both of our navigators, which is interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're fully loaded. So we are going to check the map. So now I want to head north and further north than we've gone before. So I want to go maybe into this area here. Go into this area, sail around a bit, then find some new places, back to the salt lines again. Oh, didn't mean to that. And then get ourselves back to London via the sisters once more. And then hopefully we're going to find something up there that the guys are looking for. Because now we got Nuncio, we got Frostfound, and we got the church. The three places, all of which could be somewhere in that area. I'm hoping that at least one of which is in that area. So we're going to set sail here. So we've got our new engine now, so we're going to see how that does in terms of, obviously our travel speed, I believe, is going to be a little bit better than it was before. Not hugely better, but certainly better. And here comes the nice relaxing music back for us. We've got Hunter's Keep. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to go via Venderbite to get a port up there, because we're going to be going north anyway. We don't have any of the wine or any tomb colonists to bring with us, but we haven't been up there in a while, and it would be nice to get a port. And luckily that guy has decided to leave us alone. Hopefully he continues to do so. Oh, but someone else decided that they don't want to leave us alone. So they're gonna hit us at least once. Now we need to get onto their blind side. No, they're tracking us, that's not good. Oh, they've hit us 3 times now. Come on, go. Come on, Mr. New Engine. Prove your worth. Okay, so we've lost them now. Oh, we haven't lost them now. Oh, they hit us again. Down to 52 hull already. This is not an auspicious start to this particular journey. Let's pull in here. So let's have a quick look at the tomb colonies. Okay, so let's gather the gossip. Oh, Captain, I have 12 sad and bandaged souls here. They're choosing their final fate. Will you take them on one last diversory tour diversionary tour. It may be a longish trip. Make sure you have enough supplies. This will replace 12 supplies with 12 tomb colonists who you will need to take to 3 destinations in the Untersee. Mouse over your objective tomb colonist quality to learn the destination for each visit. So that would put us in dire straits. We'd only have 2 supplies, and we'd have 12 tomb colonists taking up space in our hull. So that's something for maybe when we have a bigger ship. Certainly not for now. We've already let's explore Winterby. Sometimes it brings us something good. So we got 1 memory of distant shores, and we lost a terror. So you pause for refreshment at the Hungarian cafe. The coffee is dusty and the pastries a little stale, but the gaggle of decaying violin players is skilled and surprisingly sprightly. They play Ear Our Hearts, or Ear Our Hearts, My Darling, The King is Tall, Tall, and Pop Goes the Weasel, with brio and conviction. Then they start on the old dark ocean under the world, and you realize the time. Your ship awaits you. And I just realized the time as well, and that brings us to the end of this particular episode. So if you have enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, and posting a comment. Next time we're going to set sail from here with our slightly damaged ship with Mari and head further north. And I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.